So whilst we wait for it to stop, we can talk a little bit more about the blast in a moment. But firstly, a reminder of a terrific tournament so far.
Welcome along to the Vitality Blast 2018.
Get ready, the carnage is about to begin.
That is a sensational catch from Carney.
And he goes big straight away. Lots of catching opportunities for the crowd this evening.
Got him! It's another hat-trick in the blast this year. Explosive bowling from Sussex. Tim Mills with a hat-trick.
Oh my! Can you clear the pavilion? Aaron Finch is trying to find out.
Oh, brilliant. What a catch. The steward makes it.
It's the fella from the Arctic Monkeys has plucked one out of the air. On Fuller, and he can't handle the pressure. Finch, on the other hand, is absolutely loving it.
Oh, we might have got another catch here, Bill. Oh, him all over the place. No, it was a matter of time in all truth. That's a lovely shot. Bell at his very, very best.
That is a lovely shot.
Ian Bell on the charge.
Am I allowed to dance at the warm-up cricket?
You can do whatever you like.
Really? Okay then.
That is a Calypso Collapso from Hampshire. Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Worcestershire are putting on a display out there worthy of the Harlem Globetrotters. Does he get there? He can throw the dive. Well, we're going to have to go to the third umpire. What drama here at Chelmsford. It's going to be a tie. What a throw under pressure that was. Whacked away into the crowd. Oh, that's six. Nailed it. Lucky shot of woman. Absolute. What a game we have had. Fabulous evening's entertainment.
Yep, Nas, we've had some fabulous cricket, some fabulous entertainment as well. Right the way throughout the blast, we have 4 games to go, and these are facts and figures then, should we say, 1,400 sixes in the season, so that's quite extraordinary. 174, so that's the highest average first innings score. That's gone up this year. 8.82 highest runs per over. Not looking good for the bowlers, is it? The batsmen, 58% largest boundary percentage. 15 tons so far. As I say, 4 games to go, so expect that to rise. And then 8.1, that's the second highest runs per over. That's in all T20 leagues, and that's historically based. And 9 bowlers, we think, have bowled over 90 miles an hour. One other fact there, the crowd's attendances are up this year, so all things looking good for the blast.
Indeed they are. That figure of the second highest runs per match in all tournaments has only gone down in the quarterfinals because we've had 3 low-scoring quarterfinals. It was the top, so yeah, it's been a great year. The weather's been magnificent for the most part, which is the irony of today, I guess. Yeah, it's when the sun's out and people are enjoying their cricket, then this is what the tournament's all about.
Best innings so far for you, Trez?
What did I say? I can't remember what I put down. I can't remember what I said. Did I put down? Oh, Aaron Finch. Yeah, we all put that. Yeah, that was just brilliant. Obviously, the day there at the Oval against Middlesex, we smashed 100. Was absolutely brilliant. Sorry, you caught me by surprise there. I've completely gone blank.
I was so glad he went to you.
Yeah. But it was just
nothing like preparation.
No, just a barrage of hitting. It was a lovely day. Obviously, it was a nice warm day, and you get a big crowd at the London Derby. And just the entertainment it brought around was brilliant.
It was unbelievable. Because Middlesex got a good score, didn't we? Sterling got his first 100 in T20 cricket, which I actually couldn't believe the way that he normally plays. And then Finch just came in, and Roy at the other end, he completely outdid him as well as Roy played as well. And that is as close to, I haven't watched any baseball, but I'd imagine that's as close to baseball, hitting home runs over and over again. It was just extraordinary hitting, the power. And
just not like ramping it or anything. It was just brute strength, class. It was just the most destructive innings I think I've ever seen.
I'm wary of asking this question because you weren't sure on the first time round, but has anyone come close to eclipsing that innings last
This season?
Yeah.
Well, there was a game here that same evening. You had my book on.
Yeah.
I think 42 deliveries. We didn't see it because we all commentated down at the Oval. But from all accounts, that was magical. You think how good and destructive that was. It was equally as good to see that as well.
Remember what your best spell was? Best spell of bowling?
Come on. No, I can't remember.
I can remember mine. Come on, Henry Brooks. The first game we did, he's got injured since. I think he's got a stress fracture, been out for the rest of the year. It was as good a spell. And at this stage, he was 18 years of age. This is the very first game. We'd seen him a bit in the Royal London. Butch had been tipping him up actually before the game. And I just remember being blown away really. 90 miles per hour on a length from a decent height on the best batting surface in the world, they reckon. International white ball cricket. I thought that was so encouraging. I was gutted, as gutted as he was when he found out he was injured for the rest of the year. Not soon, not shortly after this.
Well, here's the time will certainly come. I've got written down here Rashid Khan for you.
Yeah, I would have had Rashid Khan or Tamar Mills' hat-trick down there. Funnily enough, actually, I was at Lord's. It wasn't a televised game. I was at Lord's on a hospitality type thing, and Jofra Archer took a hat-trick against Middlesex for Sussex like the week before, so it was kind of the second one. So that was pretty special to see two of those in the space of a week. But Rashid, I mean, every time Rashid Khan gets the ball, there's a sort of a sense of expectation, and of course, it's always fabulous to watch a leg spinner sort of come in and mesmerise an opposition. And it's even better to do it when it's a low-scoring game, and all of a sudden you feel that every single delivery has something riding on it.
You played him well, Tress, didn't you, the other day? Those little demos.
I'm really glad you keep bringing that up, but he was tricky. The pace, I couldn't really judge what was going on. It was obviously a dry old pitch, but it was just so different. You get normal leg spinners bowling a certain way, but that was completely different, something I've not really faced before, so quite unique.
Is he there on fire?
No, he's not. And when you look at Sussex's win the other night up at Durham, they've done their last two wins without him. So it wasn't just the last game. Well, Luke was in the seat where you were, and he said that they're all going to have a whip round and see if they can get some money together, see if they can get back. But I think
in Ireland, didn't you?
I think they've got some series on that's going to make. Right. I don't think they're actually playing on the day of finals, but there was a rain day. I'm not sure.
Well,
anyway,
Will Beer almost.
Absolutely.
Almost tipped Laurie Evans for the man of the match award the other night, and stepped into his shoes with no problem whatsoever. Took big wickets, got rid of Ben Stokes, got rid of Paul Collingwood, and he's more than adequate replacement.
We're all batsmen in here. None of us, I suspect, would like to face Timar Mills at the moment.
No, he's had a relatively slow blast campaign. He's often struggling with injury, but when he is on side, down the hill at home, hastily bowls, he was around like a speed gun war between him and Archer, where they're trying to outdo each other. And they're at 93 miles per hour, and he just knew there was nothing more certain than the fact that he was going to get a hat-trick. It was absolutely odds on. After he got the 2 wickets, it was 50. He just knew if he got it straight, there was no way they were going to hit him, and it was extraordinary bit of fast bowl.
Talking fast bowling, who would you least like to face, James? Of all those 9 bowlers that we think have bowled 90 miles an hour, so there's been Mills, Archer, Jordan, Mark Wood, Overton, who would you least like to face? Come on,
I've not faced Archer yet, and he's the one that everyone's on talking about. It just has his such a natural, easy pace, runs up. There doesn't seem to be a great deal of effort that goes into it, but yet the outcome is absolutely spot on. It comes out so quick, and his skills are good as well, especially seeing him with the red ball in the numerous games. It looks dangerous.
I'd imagine if I was a right-hander that Timar Mills would be the guy that I'm no interested in facing. As a lefty, not quite so bad. I think Lockie Ferguson perhaps, because he's a short guy, again sort of generates a lot of speed from a quick arm, low trajectory. It can hit you on the boot or hit you on the head. I'm not really all that happy about the idea of facing him. Especially not at 46.
What do you say as a right-hander? As a left-hander, I wouldn't want to face Mills because he's coming in here and you can't really free your hands. You feel like you're getting stuck
that's
around.
That's what we saw with Gale, didn't we?
Yeah.
2 years ago, I think it was, or even 3 years ago, where down the hill at home, Gale didn't have an answer for him at all. I think he just got off the plane, Mark, which wasn't ideal. But no, I'd say out of all of that pack, How I judge a cricketer, and I know we're doing blast cricket, I'd say Archer is the best. Because in red ball cricket, I reckon he's got the most skill.
But Trez would least like to face somebody else. Your nomination, please, Marcus. Can you remember?
Spell of the
Bell of the Blast.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not. It was no question. It was yesterday, Daryl Mitchell. Absolute genius. You know, for somebody to come on and control the game like he did in that situation. Gloucester got off to a great start and they needed something desperately. Moeen Ali had just bowled one over that end and got pumped. So Daryl came in and tied the game up. 4 overs for 15.
You've had your testimony, haven't you, already?
No, it's going.
Oh, you got one?
The event's still coming up this year.
Wondering
Has he got a bit of cash, isn't it?
I'm just whether he's buttering up the club players to make sure that they come and support him.
He's PCA chairman.
Oh, is he? Right.
Look after each other.
Yeah, but I mean, you're right. I mean, that's exactly the sort of thing you see at the weekend, isn't it? You know, driving around this wonderful county of yours. And cricketers like that still have a place in the professional game.
Yeah. Well, it's the style of the day, quarter-final, situation Gloucester got on, and then suddenly the main man to turn up and do that. We always look at quick bowlers or leg break bowlers. I wanted something completely different.
But you know it's good like that when the whole sort of highlights package is just a forward defence.
Absolutely.
And wickets just like boom.
I'm surprised none of you have mentioned Matt Parkinson.
Yeah, well, I still
I know you've been impressed.
Just sour because of the way he bowled against Kent. I thought he was extraordinary, really. Up the slope to spin it like he did, and I always look, I think we said, it's the drift that you look for. It's Warne at his best, and I'm not comparing him to Warne, but Warne's difference was the drift and the control.
How'd you get drift?
Oh, he said, I asked him in a flash interview, and he says he just thinks it's the revs on the ball, because there was no breeze. There was nothing to help him to go that way. So that first movement there, that late bit of in drift, that makes you play the line and then it drops and spins. And what I like most about him is the fact that on big occasions I've seen him stand up time and time again. That is what it is about. That is a hard art to bowl. I know that leg spinners have it off at the moment in T20 cricket, but on a big game like that, that is a hard art to bowl, and when it's spinning, that's when we would all turn to every spinner and go, come on in, your day today.
I don't know whether we can see the right-handed dismissal quartered slip again. Stoinis, but there is if you watch the release when it comes out of Parkinson's hand, there's a real flick. The wrist really does rip through the ball as he lets it go, right at the last second. He doesn't use, Warney there's a lot of body involved, and of course he had light grip on the ball and managed to impart lots of revs. But with Parkinson, there's a real late flick of the wrist that really rips the ball out and gets a load of revs on it. Just watch here. It probably looks better at full pace, to be fair. But it really does seem to flick out of his hand with an enormous amount of revs on it.
That was a massive moment in that game as well, because it was obviously a tough match. Stoinis come in, the overseas player, he could do some real damage. They bring in a slip, Vilas captained it well, whether that was Parkinson or Vilas. And that was an excellent bit of bowling. That was the difference actually in that game almost, because Stoinis gets a 20 or 30. They probably get enough runs and can't win that game, so that was a big wicket.
Well, as you can see there, next inspection is due to be 4 o'clock, so umpire's having a chat with what looks like the captains there. The players just beginning to sort of coming out from the dressing room, perhaps have a little look themselves. There's a few more spectators around by the pod as well, so it's just a bit busier here than it was half an hour or so ago. Though I have to say, Trez, looking over my shoulder, it looks very bleak and dark yonder. Is that where it's coming from today?
Yonder.
Because if it is...
Yonder. Who uses yonder?
We do in Suffolk.
Back to the 30s.
No, Suffolk, we use that word a lot. It's often used. So we might have some good news for you. That's the summary. That's where it looks a bit bleak yonder. Over there. So let's hope it's not coming that way. Right, let's move on. Best catch.
I think I wasn't actually at the game. It was Jamie Overton. I thought running over his head just shows you fast bowlers nowadays. Remember the days when they used to just bowl it back and stop it with their feet? Well, not anymore. I thought this was an extraordinary catch. You get used to seeing things like this, but that was judged perfectly. What did you say? Stickier than... It was a Blackadder quote.
Stickier than stick insect got stuck on a sticky bun. I mean, the catch itself is brilliant, isn't it? Because you had to be a tall man in the first place, otherwise you're not getting anywhere near it. But then to be able to put the brakes on it was very, very damp, very greasy on the outfield. Everyone was slipping and sliding all over the place. So, yeah, to be able to obviously grab it in the first place, but stay within bounds was a pretty good effort.
You're still playing, just about.
Yeah.
Why are we seeing?
Don't ask me if I can do that.
No, I'm not going to. Why are we seeing more catches like that than perhaps when we all played
I
together?
think it's more that they've actually thought about it a lot more. They appreciate there's other areas that they can tap into to get these wickets. It's happened in the last sort of 5 years where people have sort of assessed other areas that are going to get people out, and this is something that they've had to develop and practice and work out that there's just an opportunity to get a wicket.
I remember playing a 4-day game at Southport years and years ago. It might have been 95 or 90.